and said if the NA section ever falls apart, I'll quit again and never play.
It's just like
at least for 3 or 4
literally a
months.
dad right now, mate. You just be like, you know, this is my child, and maybe, you know, a snarky piece of shit. But
Well, Ryan always jokes that we have an 11-year-old, and he wants to know when I'm going to bring my kids in. My oldest is.
Yeah, bring your kids in, dude. We need
I'm like, no, they're not.
We need conscripts. We need numbers, mate. We're Russians.
I know. If I bought two Steam keys, I'd have at least 3 people attending every night. Life would be good.
Yeah. What would be like?
You can't slack when Dad's telling you to go get on the computer.
You'd punish the kids if they didn't attend the event. They can't stop the 65 why we're invincible in shot.
Yeah.
That's somebody just went down.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck was the information like
chips
out?
I believe all of the Gates guys are destructible.
Yes, I'm using
chips, right?
Well, all the Gates have a bunch of planks.
All of it is destructible.
Yeah.
You know what? We can try going up back if we wanted to. See if we can.
Oh, this three. Ooh, yeah. Purple Dodo land.
What?
The purple
I'm getting
Dodo
the
land.
incorrect password. It's HMS Royal Server and
Chips,
it's Chips.
Capital C.
Would you like some chips? Something killing too?
I hate it when I want to get some crisp, I get chips. When I want fish and chips, I get fries.
Yeah.
Wait, fries and chips? No, they're both the same exact thing. It's just one is American English.
Why
the
do
other
we have
fish.
to literally have somebody?
I think they're just the exact same fucking thing, mate.
I don't know, tilapia is good.
Well,
I made the fried tilapia with fried potatoes, it was really good.
I prefer haddock.
I think I had haddock.
Actually, I like salmon. Come on.
I fucking...
Because he hasn't gone live yet.
Is it not live?
It's not live.
I don't know what
he never mentioned it being live, so why would he say that? Unless it is live.
It's live, he said it.
No, he didn't.
What?
So confused,
I mean, we're 3
man.
minutes in. It better be live. We've assigned.
Yes, it's live. He said reset live.
Yeah.
It was before we started? What the...
Yeah, it was reset live. We're live.
But wait, I'm so confused now.
No.
He said reset live and then he resetted it.
They just decided to be Bush Wookiees, so now they're playing the game of I didn't know it live, so that they don't get kicked out. They trolled for a while. They had their fun. Now it's over and done with. Hopefully.
Stick it to him!
Unfortunately, a lot of us got killed in the process.
I don't remember it being live for some reason. I thought it wasn't live.
He said
He said it was live.
That's weird.
Unfortunately, too, the admin allowed it to go on a lot longer without saying anything.
Yes. Oh, Henry. No,
You can chamber. Yeah, Henry can chamber the cannonballs, guys. Just remember.
Yeah, you can chamber your cannonballs if you didn't know.
I'd like to see that.
I think it was.
Oh, there's a breach in the front.
That's
Go,
like
boy.
the katana splitting the bullet.
Oh, you can
It's
try
possible.
Alright,
this.
so what team are we in? What unit?
You
Ooh,
can
I got
save
a off on the
33rd.
Thanks.
survive.
Who even shot me? Where was that shot from?
Oh wow!
Got him.
Oh my god. That's worse than me. That's worse than me when I'm on the mortars.
And me and the cannon.
This is what happens when 65Y is not on Arty siege.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing lines or
Alright.
no?
You know, just
They
keep
haven't been
moving.
enforcing
I was
the
just
rule
putting a
officially.
Alright,
fucking
then.
tin on my goddamn putty. Anyways, you know,
You put on putties? Putties are great, man.
I was playing with putty. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
putty.
y'all want to
I
hear
thought you were
some
talking about putties, like what they used to,
Nah, man.
wrap
nah.
around your legs to make
Yeah,
a
I
boot.
know.
Because cloth was cheaper than leather.
Oh, full jacket.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hello, Sapper Man.
Why are the three each trying to say that they're the better Arty when we're called the Breach Boys for a reason?
Where's that better already, by the way?
Shillings on the drum for those who volunteer to come. I don't know. I was just singing a British, oldish song. I guess.
Have they made any breaches yet?
They can if you guys jump through it, like over here. If you jump through the window, you can get through.
So, have you guys, any of you live in the cities where the riots are happening?
No, I live in Canada. It's peaceful.
Well, where do you live, Henry? That's
Oh.
really bad.
Uh,
Wait a second.
You guys, there's a bunch of them on.
Jesus.
There was
Oh my
another
God.
one too where they tried to throw a
My front yard just trying to do
pipe bomb at the police, and it was pretty nice to see the crowd actually try to stop that guy. Like it's very refreshing to see people go out and protest because like that's your right. That is 100% your right. And it's very refreshing to see people that are like,
Oh my god.
either
Rich,
this
Rich,
just turned violent and I want the fuck out, or we're gonna stop this. And those are the people that like I will fight and die for any day of the week. Because that is America. That's the way it should be. You should be able to go out and bitch about anything you want, and you have a right to go out and
Everyone has
protest
a
what you
to
think
just
is unjust
do
or
anything.
whatever. But you don't have a right to hurt people, and that's when I get pissy. But outside of that, like, I have the utmost respect for those people that are going out.
Like if people like I hate people who try and do that type of stuff because it's not even productive. It's not even worth anything.
Ooh. I don't know if you saw this last night, but there's a conservative Canadian, Stephen Crowder. He was on for 4.5 hours watching CNN and having interviews. There was a guy who came on his show. This guy, I think his name is Chauffeur. He was at Benghazi in Lebanon. His whole career is to observe these riots. He called what was happening in Dallas a civil war, which is really scary if you think about it.
Dallas was for a while pretty peaceful, and then
it went really, really, really bad. Like, did you see the guy who got stoned in Dallas?
Are you
He was
shitting me?
literally stoned to near death.
Stoned.
I know. Yeah.
So what happened was this guy, he was suspending his business with a machete. The protesters charged him. He starts back with this machete, cut someone on the wrist. They didn't die because it wasn't laser cut. And then they stoned him to near death.
yeah.
Yeah. And then there was another incident where a guy with a MAGA hat on was attacked by 50 people. beaten to death, and they were saying, just leave him for dead. He deserves death and whatnot. Like, it's really, really scary what's going on in this country.
Just to correct you.
For those
because
types of people,
Seriously though, I feel like where I'm at,
So, like,
where I'm like the
you
suburbs.
also need to use some common sense. If you see a giant crowd approaching you, that
Maybe it's best to run.
probably best not to have that hat on.
I mean, he didn't have it on.
within
he had
your
it
rights,
on, like they
but
started
probably
charging him
not-
after.
probably
they
not the
started charging
best
him when he took off the hat because they were jeering him and yelling at him and screaming at him. And then they charged him when he took off the hat and walked
damn it.
away.
Yeah. Like,
And then in New York, I think it was either New York or Minnesota. I think it was Minnesota because the uniforms were light blue rather than the dark blue of New York PD. There was a woman cop who was dragged to the ground and was being beaten by a bunch of thugs, like Antifa, Black Lives Matter thugs. And her partner, her fellow police officer, was trying to hold him back, but he couldn't. Like, it was really, really bad.
like today, and I'm waiting for the video because it really hasn't made the news yet. But like today, when I came to the jail, I realized I left my phone in the car, and I was like, "Well, this is bad. I want to make sure I got my phone and my wallet out." So I run back to the back over to where my car was parked, and the crowd showed up a lot quicker than I thought. So you see me like scurrying across the parking lot,
trying to get
pretty
your
much
phone
on the news because I'm like, yeah, I don't
You
know.
send us that video.
Yeah, if I find it, I'll show you guys because you see me scurrying across the parking lot and like skirting the edge of the crowd because as the crowd showing up, I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be caught over here. Like, safety's over there. Like, you just gotta use a little bit of common sense. But I did liberate my phone.
It's like
I was like, you
Like
can
to
take
me-
anything else you want out of the car. I just want my phone and my debit card. My phone's got my kid pictures. Actually, I can give a fuck about the debit card. I just want my personal phone. I don't want somebody to steal that.
that I can agree with.
And-
Oh my
come
god.
on.
And see, we didn't know if it was gonna go violent or not because they had already like the PD in the town.
We're
They had
doing this for George Ford. I'm like,
George
Oh,
Ford.
George Ford.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly laughed when CNN got stormed.
and when they
And
got
had their
arrested
shit.
by the
Because
police, it was
If you
great.
saw the guy with the skateboard that was trying to smash the window, he fucking filleted his hand open on the glass. Like
Yeah,
he
it's
was
good.
gushing blood, and you see him like every couple of seconds, like, "Oh God, this hurts so much," and it's like instant karma.
Yes.
And then I shit you not, like, if you haven't watched it, watch it. You'll hear how dumb the reporters are. They're like, you better get out of there. They're wrapping his hand and pouring like a flammable liquid on it. Do you think he's gonna like light his hand on fire and punch the window? It's like, it's like no. And then one of the other reporters is like, no, I think they're just dressing his wound. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
But they're gonna light
they
their
poured
hand
rubbing
on
alcohol
fire.
on the wound and wrapped it with a cloth. Like, trust me, he's not gonna light his hand on fire and touch tempered fucking glass. Like, I don't care how
At this
crazy
point,
you
okay,
are.
at this point,
That's a whole
I think
new
we need
level.
to check like basic common
Guys,
sense
coming
instead
around
of
the
like
backside, so
like how do you get that dumb to think that someone is gonna light their
They're like-
hand on fire?
They're like, you think they're about to light like his hand on fire so he can punch it? Like, they're wrapping his hand in cloth to protect it so he can punch the
they're
glass. Like,
breaking through
no,
the middle
you
gate.
idiots.
They're breaking through the middle gate.
Yeah.
Seriously, have anyone
It's
seen
really
General
stupid what's
Brigade?
been going on, honestly.
Has anyone seen General the Wolf Brigade?
No, what's that one?
Okay, well, it's basically an anime about shit, but the main thing is, in the beginning of the movie, there's a protest, right? And it's a riot.
Yeah.
Basically, this one guy gets a bomb from a terrorist organization in Japan and throws the bomb at the police. And I'm really wondering if that's probably gonna happen.
Oh, there's
Really?
some people that have already tried.
Oh, well, it was like a satchel bomb. It was a satchel bomb, and he just tossed it.
But that's one of the things. That, I can't remember where, which one, but I did see that like a guy tried to throw a pipe bomb, and actually like the crowd disarmed that guy, and it's like those are people you can respect. Like, those are the people that are out there.
Oh, they're
like,
getting it.
trying
They're
to
in.
express a
I don't
political
know.
beef.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but Trump's labeled Antifa as a domestic terror organization, or he's
Yeah,
about
I
to.
saw that.
You
It got labeled.
What? That is
I believe they
awesome.
got labeled. And a lot of
breaking
people are
through.
saying that like you can't
do
you
this,
can't
Mr.
deploy the
President.
military to like quell, only like the National Guards can. But if you read I believe it's the Insurrection Act of like 1807 or something. Yeah, you can deploy the military as you
My
see fit.
dumb ass friend, I got so disappointed in them because I thought they were pretty dumb, but I just, I kind of just assumed like maybe they're misinformed and that they did the research because they claim they did the research. But it's like, but I'm looking at them and the stuff they're like putting on their Instagram and stuff. It just disappoints me so much.
Like what? Give us an example.
Like she's posting stuff about she's reposting stuff from people who are saying that the military is gonna take their phones and stuff. I'm like, what?
No.
Where
Are
did
you
get
fucking
that from?
kidding me?
That's absolutely hilarious. And wrong.
Just the military locks up. Hello,
That's
sir,
like
ma'am.
those people
We're here to
that
take your
constantly
phone.
post on Facebook. As of tomorrow, Facebook is allowed to use your pictures for profit unless you write this comment.
Bruh.
I understand people going for for justice for George Floyd. Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
the guy who did it. I can't remember the officer's name. He should be charged with murder 1, so that way it pleads down to murder 3 at the most. But murder 3 can be pled down to manslaughter now.
I just want it to
Well,
be
you
as
have
civil as
to
possible.
read how the law is written. In my state, we don't have murder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's murder, and murder carries a minimum penalty of
25 years.
No, it's class. It's actually not like it's separate from a class A, but it carries a minimum sentence of 12, and it can go up to however much the judge wants to say. State of Maine will not do a life sentence. We will not say you are in prison for life. However,
Hey, Ren,
I have seen a judge say you're in prison for 183 years.
So, oh my god.
It's like to me,
The
my
last
friend.
the last guy that we had, and I thought it was really comical the way they did it. So he killed 3 people. Well, technically 2. One was a pregnant woman, so that's where the third was. And we have an actual crowd for a pregnant woman. Well, yeah. So, and he had some other stuff, and he got 176 years, and then plus an additional 10 for his other crimes. So it's like, yeah, you just went to prison for 186 years, bud. Good luck. Good luck pleading that one down.
Like,
So,
like when my
yeah, it
friend
just
was
makes more
posting
sense to
all
say
this
life.
their stuff, like misinformation, I felt like I had to go to their like messaging system and say, do not tweet this stuff to people or else you're gonna misinform them. Please, for the love of God, do not do this. I really wanted to say that so bad, but then again, they probably would have argued back and said, well, you're not in support of this person then because he died. And I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not sure what to say because I don't know what the officer was doing in this situation, whether it was right or wrong. I wasn't in his shoes to judge on that. Like,
I'm on my last life, by the way.
no,
Already?
I'm on my.
By the flag.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like 4 lives,
yeah.
basically. Or no, 5. Technically, it's 5.
It's 4. You start with 1 and you have 3 more.
Ooh, there's a really good shot.
They are
Ooh.
hitting the flag, so I'm not gonna send.
The hard
off
thing
on
that's
it
going to
over here.
happen next now is it's
People
going
are
to be
gonna die.
so hard for this cop to get a fair trial.
It is.
And if
And
anything,
he needs a
they've
fair
actually
trial,
made it.
let's
They've
honestly.
made it harder to convict him because there's not a single when you go for juries, like you have the ability to, you know, kind of like ex-nay people, and like they'll ask like, "What do you know about the case? What do you this?" And like it's been so inundated that it's like you're not gonna find an American that's been living under a rock that doesn't know about this and doesn't already have like a made-up mind. And it's gonna be a shame if things end in mistrials because of that, because then justice is never actually gonna be served.
You know what I think should come out of this? I think
And
a few
it's
things should
twofold. If like they actually go through the process and a jury of his peers find him innocent, there will be riots.
Yeah,
If a
there'll
jury
be
of
more
his peers
riots.
find him guilty, there'll probably be
Yeah, there'll still be riots. What I think is going to come out
because
of
then
this,
it will be he didn't get sentenced.
and what I hope will come out of this is that police get more training. Like, I think you would agree with me with this, like more hand-to-hand combat training and more, what's the good word for it? Crowd control.
It really, that's a very state by state dependent. Like we have a 6-month boot camp, live in 24/7 style police academy. We have probably one of the longest ones in the country. We have 2 weeks of mechanics of restraint and arrest, blah 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 blah. It's called MERC. It's essentially unarmed combat. Where actually like it culminates in a 3-minute bout with an instructor where you need to survive by just using all of these tactics.
I
You
mean,
get the ever-loving shit beat out of you.
Oh, my
We
last
have an
life.
entire week of firearms. We have an entire week of domestic
Guys,
OUI investigations, crisis intervention. So we have a lot of training, but other
Hey,
states it's like
Rick, I
100,
got a
it's a
question.
couple hundred hours, and boom, you're a cop.
I mean, but
Isn't it
what's the
isn't it
military
typically like
court?
6 lives?
What?
Isn't it typically like 6 lives, or is it?
It
was it
depends
like?
on the map.
But it's very dependent on the map.
Oh, like for me.
Oh, I think
like,
he limited it. Oh wow, I just got smoked by a random Arty.
Yeah.
I'm up here on the roof.
I'm out now.
I don't know. I think
So it's very dependent on state.
Stay away from the
I
middle.
think
They're
another thing
bombing the
that
middle.
should come out of this. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. I think.
wow.
Hey, boys.
Hey,
Oh,
Skyhawk.
yeah,
How's
sure,
California?
you're not allowed to touch a cannon, Skyhawk.
I don't care. I've got
But,
KFC.
I mean-
I don't care.
Oh, well, we
But-
also don't have Arty. So.
Are you fine, Skyhawk? Like,
What?
are you fine at the moment? Like, I know you live in California, so
Oh, dude,
California is-
my town had a protest yesterday, but it looks like it's dying down now.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
I
Skyhawk.
we haven't had anything in Phoenix. I don't think.
Dude, they only had it for
Really?
a couple hours because they
Yeah,
know that
well,
the fucking
Phoenix
VA
is,
won't put up with it.
Yeah.
My VA in my town is huge. They're not gonna put up with it. They burned down an
Skyhawk.
American flag.
Is when I find the clip, I'll send it to you. It just hasn't
Yo,
made it
wait.
out yet.
So,
Like
But,
to
uh,
me,
we have nothing happened in Phoenix, Norvasco?
Today
I
I
don't
was
think so.
on the news running
Well, I
back
heard-
with my car to grab my cell phone as I was scurrying back to the lines as the
I
riot
heard
was
shit that
coming down the
happened in
road.
fucking,
Yeah.
oh my
'Cause I
god.
realized I left
Yeah.
my cell phone in my car and like my car was gonna be
I
cut
can
off and I
only,
was
I
like,
can
let's
only
get my personal
imagine.
photos of my kids. I don't want that shit if like they're gonna smash it and steal it. And they had already like vandalized and broke windows at the PD, so they were coming down.
I hope no one
So
goes
we were
up to
we were holding the line, and you just see me,
It
me
was on
like
national?
scurrying. It made the news here, and I know because I literally ran in front of the camera, so I don't know if it's gonna make any clips
Actually, what's the
or
what's
live
the-
streams because they haven't rendered it yet, and the protest is just finally ending now. But we had to go like protect the
I
jail.
think
We don't give a shit about the town, but we had to go protect the jail.
I
The
think
PD
it's
had
gonna
to take
start
care
up
of the town.
tonight.
But yeah, literally, it was me running as they're coming down the towards the jail, like me scurrying in front of them, like to my car, and then back to the lines.
I think it's gonna
Damn.
start up
Need to
again
find my
tonight.
clip,
I
man.
hope nothing.
I did
happens in
successfully save my cell phone.
Nothing happened in Guilford from what I believe. I don't really know, but nothing happened in
Yeah,
Guilford.
I
But
don't
I've
know.
heard news of something happening in I believe Tucson and Scottsdale.
Oh,
That's
dear
why I
God,
sent
no.
you a message
My
earlier
uncle's
today.
a
I don't think you ever got
sergeant
it on
in Scottsdale,
Telegram.
so I'm very worried about him.
That was telling you that I
shit.
probably wasn't gonna make it today, but then
Hey, there's guys
fortunately
at the hey, there's
they
guys at the
dispersed.
back, so you guys know.
Ah, shit!
Because I think I
Oh, yeah.
sent you a message at like 10. And I was like, yeah, you're gonna be responsible tonight.
What's the password?
Chips.
Chips.
With the capital
Capital
C.
C.
I am very worried. I'm not worried about my town, but I'm worried about Arizona. Like, I don't know what's going to happen because there hasn't been anything in my town, Maricopa, but things could erupt at any moment because they've got multiple colleges and universities there, so it's very, very.
So what's your
liberal
thought
and-
on the old Sheriff Joe?
Sheriff Arpaio? I think what he did was absolutely amazing, and I'm glad that the president pardoned him.
Well, I was more talking about like his policies.
I mean, the tent city was great. It was a great idea, and it worked.
The only issue.
Oh
with
my
him
God, I
was,
think we might
Like
win this.
public shaming them, forcing them to wear pink underwear. Like, that's a really great idea if you want to.
the
them to
only
stop being
issue
such
that
idiots.
with him was when you look at how many lawsuits they had. Did it really save any money, or did it cause the county?
They're on the flag.
Oh,
I'm
Rentis,
dead.
which city are you serving?
So I work for Cumberland County. But the city that this
Guys,
happened in
flag,
was in
hold the
Portland, and we have the jail in Portland, so that's county property, and we're responsible to protect
Like
that.
I'm waiting
Henry,
for
you
maybe a
madman.
video.
I don't
They,
know.
I looked before the start, and there haven't been too many.
Yes, Henry. Yes.
We have 30 seconds.
I'll see what it's up now.
You guys are defending?
Hold the flag. Hold the flag.
Hold the flag for
20
20
seconds.
seconds.
Oh, here they come. Here they come.
The hordes come. No.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Wait,
Dude,
wait,
that
it's-
was a good-
no.
No, come on.
my
Oh God. Never mind. By 10 fucking seconds. Oh.
Oh.
Well, anyways, that's fucking. I'm retarded. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was being like ranted.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Now I see it. I see what you mean. This map is very confusing. Like,
Anyways, but yeah, whenever I was going into town, I went to go check out on Main Street yesterday. Apparently, on it wasn't on local news yet, but on Twitter they were saying there's videos of people like burning down American flags and shit and protesting out the police building. But not
Despicable
that
monster.
crazy, and it seems like it only lasted a couple hours. But apparently, what I did get to see was as I was leaving, I was passing our what is it? The National Guard outpost we have at our town, and it's actually a pretty sizable one. And there was like 10 big old 50-ton trucks, the military ones out there, looking like it was getting ready to leave for LA or somewhere.
This is very irritating that there's a cannon so close, and yet no one's occupying it.
Well,
No,
there was a Russian
and it's
artillery
literally
on
at
there.
their gate.
What an idiot! This guy just raised the ladder for us. I'm on the flag, or I'm on the ladder. They're lowering the ladder.
oh, come on. Oh. What are they doing?
Bro, what do you mean? Kill.
What is the first
It just seems like
PS
a frustrating time for like.
Oh, the 24th.
Oh yeah, Ranthus. There's like, so you know how there was supposed to be what was it? I kind of keep forgetting, but there's people going around going spreading heterophobia.
The wahahaha.
Like heterophobia, like that's like the like that's big brain right there.
What is this phobia?
Heterophobia?
Heterophobia.
Like heterosexual.
Afraid of straight.
Afraid of straights.
Yeah, basically.
What do
like-
they want?
sounds-
They want every guy to just become a sperm donor, and
Yeah. Wouldn't be.
It just bothers me agreeing on how the importance of how just basic biology still is. I'm not saying you shouldn't love like whoever you want, but like fact is like
A man's man and
the
woman's
whole
woman.
world goes gay. We'll die.
Stick it to
That's not.
him!
I mean,
That's
the
fact.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fact that if we don't reproduce as a species, like that's pretty bad.
No, the green.
Yeah, I
people
mean,
be
sure
like,
you can say
"Oh,
all this
this is
sperm
perfect
donors,
for
you know.
mother."
You know.
And it's not
Yeah,
like the
but I mean, no,
trichomes would allow them to.
I
do
mean,
that.
that is kind of a way to solve the overpopulation crisis.
Yeah, just murder all the trichomes.
Just murder the birth rate.
Hey guys, on the far left, you can get in. The gate's open.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
but,
thank you, Rantis.
Is there a
This-
line?
This
I
map
also get
feels
a-
so
no.
I
weird.
don't know why,
no
but
rule.
I have a really bad feeling about what's
Tonight
Yeah.
in the old Phoenix town.
Yes, I
I-
think something might happen. in
Rantis,
Phoenix.
I was,
Because
Well, you know what,
it's
time
happened
will
in
tell.
almost every other state, I think. So
you know,
Why
Rantis,
not?
I was going around the old protest that happened, the one specifically in San Francisco. I'm not sure why, but the businesses getting like destroyed and stuff remind me of what happened in like
I am
Koreatown,
murdering everybody. Please
Yeah.
shut up.
where Koreans basically like just shot anyone who was trying to.
No,
Rude
I
Like a
just
Koreans,
realized
Melee,
something.
Koreans.
Please,
I-
melee.
My fucking grandmother is in goddamn San Francisco right now, in like fucking Oakland, and
The cities aren't safe. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, they're not
I'm
safe.
now kind of worried.
I'm worried. It's the purge. We're going through the purge.
The purge, Jesus
Well,
Christ.
some
Nah, this
areas
is just...
it is like the purge. Other
Are
areas,
you
like,
shitting me?
nah.
Oh.
In Minneapolis, right now, it's the purge.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you
I'm
see
just
that
going
was
for the full-out race wars.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Full out
really
race
bad.
wars, oh boy.
What I don't understand is why they're protesting. The guy's been arrested. The president's ordered a civil
Well, they want
rights
all
thing
four
on him.
arrested.
They want him hanging from the gallows.
They want all four hanging from the gallows.
I don't. What if
There
it's
is one thing
Asian?
I can get. I can understand.
They want to
people
go
are
back to the
upset.
1800s.
Hang on, guys,
No,
guys,
it's fucking-
guys, one at a time. You're all screaming, and I think somebody's been cut off like 2 times.
And he's not even gonna say
I'm
anything.
on the flag. With the flag.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna say,
Oh, they're about. Oh, they killed me.
like to me, how the president is handling the situation. Do I agree with the words he's saying? I feel like he should have probably
Like, he's-
been a bit
he's
more
doing-
mature about it.
You know what I'm? Yeah, he called Antifa a domestic terrorist.
Well, I
group, and I'm
feel
glad
like
he
if
did.
he took away
because they
his
are.
Twitter account, it would do a lot.
Can I just say, CNN, the fakest name in news, has said that it was 4 white cops killed 1 unarmed black man, who, by the way, didn't even die because of the cops who died because of a, I think it was a heart problem. I think is what you said, Rantis. One of them was Asian, so they're not all white.
Well, yeah, there's that, but
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no
Nobody
shit.
likes that cop at the moment because what he did
Oh,
is terrible.
and
I think I like what the former mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani, said. He's like, they should have had a superior officer on the deck, like how New York has a police lieutenants and police captains in almost every single incident that occurs, like every single crime scene. They should have had someone like that on the scene when it happened, so they could have knocked that guy off of George Floyd's neck.
Oh yeah, there's a breach at. Hey guys, there's a breach at the front.
There's breaches everywhere.
that in practice sounds good, but you also got to realize that like people, they're just not omnipresent.
No, of
And
course not.
I mean, are you gonna send a lieutenant to a theft?
Well, no, but I mean like something serious, like
But it wasn't
These
serious.
riots.
It wasn't a serious call.
Yeah, it was. It
It
was
turned
fraud
serious.
over
Why
$20.
was he?
Yes, but think of it this way. All right, so let's just say it started recording and it went bad. If those cops never called in that he's resisting, how would a captain or a lieutenant know? So let's just say one of the bystanders called. Well, depending on how big that city is, do you think there's 15 lieutenants running around
It's
in every
Minneapolis.
precinct? So, you know, even if a supervisor was on the way, they might still be a 10-minute run away. So I don't think having more quote-unquote chiefs to oversee the Indians would help. I think it was called in as a very not bad crime. Like, that would normally be handled by 1 to 2 people in my state, because we don't have the numbers. No supervisor would have shown up for a guy fucking passing a bad $20 bill. Really, it would have been one person, and it would have been up to another officer to ask for assistance. But it really came down to no one fucking rendered aid when the guy started having a heart attack. And yes, hands down, was he not strangled? Yes, hands down, was he not, what the hell, you know, he wasn't asphyxiated, but,
Oh god, Pedro.
still being restrained
Oh,
and thrown to the ground and whatever, that still caused him to have some sort of heart distress. And so, yeah, they were responsible to render aid. So, like, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's,
I
just-
think there's,
it's not-
I think they
it's
had a
not
law where
true.
you don't have to render aid. I think that's what Minnesota had.
So
I think-
Minnesota
don't
might not
quote me on
have
it.
a required to render aid. However,
see-
like, as that's when people should go to their lawmakers and say, hey, this guy just let somebody die as a cop, and we don't have a law that says cops have to render aid. Like, we want this on the book. And they fix that. But at the end of the day, none of those guys am I in the wrong. No, but if they start having a fucking heart attack because I tased them and I don't render aid, then I'm in the fucking wrong. You know, that's where the fuck up occurred, is when they went, hey, this guy's having a fucking heart attack. Let's just keep kneeling on his back and hope for the best.
Yeah.
You see
I
where
think
it
the
just doesn't make
officers were
sense?
insane. I think they were like out of practice. If you know.
I don't think they're out of practice. I think they're just fucking idiots. And if you actually find out the cop that was kneeling on Floyd, I guess he used to moonlight as a bouncer at the same club that Floyd worked at. And Floyd fired his ass.
Oh, and guess what? His wife was, I think it was Miss Minnesota, I think.
Yeah.
And she's divorced him. He's having a really bad year. Oh god, everybody to the right. They're going to the right.
How did I miss twice in that giant ass clump? And why do we also have like all these cannons that are just unoccupied?
I don't know. Because the
They're
RSL
all
brought
like-
like 2 people.
Yeah, God
and now
forbid though.
and now the RTR is now taking over the mortars. How funny.
It doesn't look good. Our mortars have been destroyed. Oh dear god. Well,
Yeah, I see like
fuck, what the-
just a few active cannons.
There's not much we can do here. I mean, they're probably going to be focusing on the right. So
We about to lead here, bitches.
well,
The problem
Pedro's
is
got
that-
it for us.
They need more maps to have it be required for Arty to break walls rather than just breaking a gate.
Yeah.
We need indestructible gates.
I'm
Well, I
missing
think-
all maps.
I think that's where we need to also stop the 15-minute siege and do 25-minute sieges.
You
Yeah.
want more Friday
And
Siege?
I feel when you actually have to put more effort into it, and having 5 lives and knowing that if you piss them all away in 10 minutes, that you still got 15 more minutes sitting on your ass, it would change things.
It'd make the defenders play a lot more
Honestly,
defensive.
I am scared.
Too many
Like,
maps you can get into with out. Like the last
I
map,
don't feel safe. at the moment.
you didn't have to do one. You need one breach to win.
At the current moment, I don't feel safe.
I'm kind of concerned for a person, and they haven't talked to me for the past couple days. And they live in Utah. Hopefully, nothing is wrong in Utah. I'm just kind of.
I mean, the I heard he's like, what was his word? He's like, well, they have to import people to Salt Lake City if they want protests.
No, they don't.
Yeah. It is the Mormon state.
Yeah, I'm bad. They have their rules.
Isn't there a protest in Salt Lake City right now? I know someone was shot with a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, the guy with the fucking bow came out of his car.
Before you leave Rampage today, I'm gonna find that video of you of the guy getting stoned in Dallas, because it's really horrific.
No, I haven't watched the video, but I remember hearing something about that.
What are the states of these people's minds anymore? It's just like,
well, sometimes I think some of it is just people are using this as an excuse to act out impulses that they've wanted to do. Kind of like with the purge. I don't like my neighbor. I want to fucking kill my neighbor. But what stops me from killing my neighbor is going to prison and getting the death sentence. Well, now if I kill my neighbor, people are just going to think the riots did it. You know, if I burn my neighbor's house down, no one's going to fucking know it's me.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
you can kill him in hell again. Green Inferno. Oh, okay. One of them's actually going up to that mortar up on the top of our tower, and they're breaking in. I have died. I haven't died yet.
Where's the fuck?
How are you still alive? Oh my god. That's actually pretty cool.
But, you know, I was hiding at the gate and stabbing the fucking Partizani as they ran it. Yeah, I like how people are trying to get deeper with that. And it's like, he owns the server.
Hey, I found a good hiding spot in the bushes. I'm gonna try shooting them like the Vietnamese.
They have broken through the gate, and I am down to 2 lives. This is wonderful.
I'm just gonna shoot them like they keep getting.
When someone told the RSO to just bomb our friendlies, it would work better than what they're doing.
I think we lost both our motors.
No, we have all the martyrs up on the right side.
I'm just gonna sit on the flag because I died.
How many lives are you on, Ranthus?
Shut up.
Last
I'm
one?
not talking about it. Not talking about it.
I mean, I've only got 2 left too, but I'm also, you
got
know, like
one.
killing people.
I've got one left.
People.
How many kills do you have?
Almost even. I'm at 66% KD.
I have 0.
I got
absolutely
5
0.
kills.
I have a better KD than normal.
If I get one more kill, I have a 1.0 KD.
Lebus, what are you doing? Those are our defenses.
Oh fuck.
It's just-
Are you?
Who's that person who's right there in the bushes who's doing the exact thing as I am?
Bushwookie.
Allah,
we ever rebrand our name, we'll become the Bushwookies.
It's never gonna happen.
I've played on a fucking Warhammer 40k server, and every time there was a sniper role, and I was in that, and there was a ghillie suit, and
Oh
I
shit,
decided,
I just got a fucking hit from up on the flag.
and I decided non-ironically to call us the Bushes.
The bushes.
Nah, you shouldn't name yourselves the Orc Snipers.
The Orc Snipers. Well, I mean, the Armageddon Regiment already
Holy
got that one.
shit! I got a kill from up on the flag. I got a snipe all the way to the gatehouse, and it was a headshot.
And you got cake as well.
And I got cake. I now have a 1
Alright.
KD.
Yeah, it's a big deal when I have to kill somebody, huh?
Yeah, dude, that's a sweet fucking snipe, okay? That's like Medal of Cookie Man worthy.
Alright.
Hey, Rancis, can you make your next shot a headshot team kill?
I'll try.
Jesus Christ. Dude, why am I the only one doing work out here?
I spawned that internally.
How did no one fucking come to us?
Hey,
Did you guys watch the
Nebraska team
Dragon
kill me, I'm
fight?
really low. Really low, team kill me.
I'm on
Please,
2 lines.
Please. What? Is that
Oh,
not a
die.
team kill? Thank you.
We're doing
Jesus.
He asked Pedro.
They're fucking legit. They do
Well,
not
he
know
was
that
about
we're
to
here.
stab me, so I
Oh
needed
my
to-
god.
Hey, I don't think it's that they don't know that you're there. I think it's that they don't really care. They can clearly see the smoke.
Did
See,
you
they
see
see you.
the
That guy just saw you but ignored you.
Did
Oh
you
my
guys
god.
Dragon Flight long?
God save the king! More of a threat.
Just have the whole line just
Oh
line
yeah,
up
we
and legit
got
hide in the bushes.
a breach next to the main gatehouse, so they're probably gonna start pushing that.
In that way, we'll lose our main defense against them. So did you guys watch the Dragon Flight? The Dragon
What?
The NASA mission, sex mission.
Oh.
First time in 9 years. It was really cool. And I saw them dock at the ISS and get out. It was very nice.
Our team's kicking ass. Like we were doing pretty bad like at the beginning of the round, and now we're holding them like for like
Yeah,
past,
at the
like, 2 minutes
beginning
now.
they pushed us. They pushed our mortars, which was really well, not really, because it's RSL and they don't matter. But now
Top
it's
of the leaderboard, let's get it.
Wait, what did he say? So we will have enough time to do this. 50 times to get you all who would like this.
Fuck!
Why are they on the cannons? They could legit be on the mortars of all the things they have to pick.
Because they probably don't know how to use mortars.
It's the RSL. Hey, Rampus, they're pushing our flag.
Yeah, I'm defending it, champ.
Everyone's piling on the
Not anymore.
You had to say
Poor
Oh,
Ranthus, man.
Oh, I'm lagging.
incoming.
I am lagging.
Rent this. Incoming.
I'm lagging really hard.
That whole entire team that's exposed to their Arty from the sky so badly. If their Arty commander sits, and that is. You guys got this, I believe in you. Just like
Oh, I'm lagging out.
I'm like lagging out. My animation is just completely still.
Is everyone else lagging?
Yeah, me too.
I
No,
was
my
thinking,
computer's
oh, I called it.
did the server break?
Yeah, I think the server broke.
I'm alive and I'm jumping. And it's such a slow jump. In fact, I just jumped off the building. Oh dear God.
2 minutes
Yeah,
now,
that's
guys.
after the flag.
We got 2 minutes and 5 seconds. I think server broke. Henry, are you in there? Like, are you lagging?
Oh, they're bombing our flag. We're getting obliterated. They're bombing the flag.
Just try something.
They're shelling our flag now because they noticed all the guys piling on over there.
Well, we're all lagging.
It's not like
What's happening? So the person who's not lagging, what is happening?
Everyone's piling into that space where
Not
the
that
flag
bad,
is.
guys.
And now they just
I
bomb.
am jumping and it's saying...
Stop that! No, you guys are
Well,
exaggerating.
get a better
it
PC.
Now they're shelling
that
the
was
flag.
so
Oh my
loud.
god!
That was
I haven't
so
seen any
loud.
enemies yet, though.
Damn, Taylor doing work. I'm 32 and 3. He has to be Arty.
32 and 4.
Nice job.
They're finally breaking in and pushing, broken through.
Oh shit, we need to defend the flag, guys. Guys, we got him on the flag.
I hope the guy on the border. There's a guy on the border. I hope he fucking. Oh no, we're dead. That's it. It would have been awesome. The guy on the mortar just happened to like. If all of them were all gettered up.
It should be relatively easy.
Hurrah for old Nosey!
10 minutes. Every defender has 2 lives. Let's get it, boys.
It should be the easiest siege we shall ever commit.
I think it's just because it started a few minutes late, and it's not quite the hour, and that's why we decided, like, I'll throw in one more quick little pass down.
Bye.
They open the gate at the center.
While I'm thinking about it, Dryden,
Oh god, I'm lagging again.
Merc, Beavis, Blackjack, all of you are due to promotions. If you want to pop on our server,
Yeah.
I'll do some Saturday, melee testing, get promoted. You'd be PFC leader.
and country!
Alright, so I guess I'll hop on and do my
So
melee
Sky,
test.
if you want to hop on with me and try to help
Alright.
me get some of those melee tests done. I know it's terrible. I don't have Ethan to make do it.
Yeah.
But man,
Even-
stay on so I can find that video for you.
I feel like I'm starting to get better, like memorizing Ethan's patterns because he just seems like he's a lot more predictable now.
Ethan just chambers. He does a lot of chambering.
Yeah, I noticed that too, so I just chamber back instead.
All you need to do is use Ethan as chamber, and which is almost impossible to do.
Skyhawk,
I
I am
setting-
number 1. Thank you very much. I am number
What?
1 on the 65Y.
What are you talking about?
I'm 3-1.
Oh, are you not on the... Get on the server. You say you're gonna get...
Oh, no,
I'm-
I was figuring after we were done with this.
Ah, god damn, I thought you meant now.
No.
Dude, then I would have been on the top of the leaderboard.
Oh, you're
Oh,
not
come
really. That's your
on.
problem.
I thought you meant right now. I thought he meant right now
Yeah,
too.
see how many people thought you meant right now?
Well, then I'll be
I
on in just a
didn't.
second.
Oh wow, it's like
Oh, yeah,
bad.
we just won. It's already over. Alright, I'll hop on.
User disconnected from
Oh, no, I just created a new character. That way I
I'm gonna.
have a list
I'm
of
actually.
which ones I've done. I can't repeat.
What's the difference between a dictatorship and a monarchy? That's my question.
One is
a king, one is a
divine by God,
Yeah.
whereas another one, it's not like a hereditary title. It can
Go.
just be, I'm dictator.
Falcon. Okay.
I'm coming on the server, Skyhawk. I'm just trying to reset everything.
I forgot we changed around the inside of the map. I think I like the older one better.
So,
Just like
right?
sucks.
melee. Melee.
How did I find it, Simon? I still
Raptors.
had you listed as a recruit. If he's already private, then we just never fix that, and he's already on for promotion.
Yeah.
Skyhawk, where are you?
I just noticed he's already got
over here.
private tags, so I just don't think anything got updated.
Hold on.
So actually, he's all
Just see
set.
if I can even block.
fix
Just
it
try
right
stabbing
now.
me. Just try stabbing me because my ping's like super high.
Here, should be fine.
Okay.
Hold it. Try
Oh
holding
yeah,
it.
I'm holding. So yeah, I'm holding it.
Alright.
Well, you switch to your side
I know that.
Oh, hello.
We'll do yours when you're ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Jump when you're ready.
Oh my
Nice.
god, that was going down.
That started off swimmingly. Alright. Ready again?
Hold on, no. Oh, it was going to. Oh, that's why. Because it was on shot.
I followed me.
Okay, let's start over. Alright. You ready?
Yeah.
Jump if you're ready.
Alright, everybody else come over here. Everybody else on the fence. Come here. Randus,
Alright,
what is it? Is it just attacks, not...
And I
It's okay.
veins.
Yeah, it's
Is it
8
feints?
stabs, and he's gonna block 1 of 2 feints.
Alright. Then I can do the,
8 stabs,
who
2
else
feints,
is...
you can block that.
Levis got one.
Levis, come in here. Over here. Alright. Ready?
Or what?
Melee test.
Oh.
What the hell?
I just wanted to touch that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Ready?
I don't know.
Yeah, hold on, stop moving.
I'm gonna save you.
Alright, right here. Ready?
Alright. Driving, I didn't see that you're already private. I told you to locate, so unfortunately you're not due for a promotion. So you are all set. But Black Cat, make sure you go an officer unit, because you have to do